All right, oh, there we go. Immediately turn on the video, go off frame. That is professional stuff right there. So hey, it is Saturday, August 13th morning. Well, it's super early in the morning, but it's still morning. I figure, hey, let's get at least the first week of this thing moving. I know that I was had indicated I might stream, and I might still do it, but sort of a little throaty last night, so decided against it. But this morning, I am with you, and our game is set up and waiting just like it was previous. So we have the Swordsman, Elf, Berzerker, and I didn't point to the right chits, but so be it. Swordsman, Elf, and Berzerker here at the end, and the White Knight here. And that's about where we're at here this morning. So I think we are going to get our first day written. So I think the Swordsman, pretty easy. He's gonna burn a quest phase to open that pouch. Again, it's the Woodfolk. Yeah, there it is, right there. I don't think he's gonna actually give it to the Woodfolk. I don't think it matters that much to him. So he's gonna burn that pouch, get the 3d6 gold. And I was actually thinking, and I believe that I'm right on this rule, and someone can obviously give me wrong. Mark me in the comments if I'm wrong. So I believe that he does not have to play the horse to run away. I think that running away, he can make the decision to use the horse or not. And if that's the case, then I think, and let's see, I do have a deluxe copy of the PDF here at some point. So I'll have to. I will have to read up on that for sure, right? So yeah, so but from what I read in the rules, it said may. If you have an active horse, you may play it as a move chit. You may play it to run away. And you buy one of these horses. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's say I get 10 gold or something. Then the Swordsman is out to an early lead on gold, and maybe that's all he needs to win those points. But man, an extra move phase for the rest of the game just sounds really good. I rarely buy the horses because I'm just so rarely in a position where I'm like, hey, I got a ton of cash. And especially in, it has to be worth it, right? You have to be getting some return on that investment. Day one sounds like a great return on investment because you're going to get how many extra move phases? Maybe 20 plus, right? As opposed to like buying it week 3 when you're getting 7. So I think I'm going to do a quest phase to pop those, and then maybe just do 3 trade phases. See what they have, buy the horse. And then from that day on, I can be moving 5 instead of 4. The elf, I think we're going to play this tiny hut. In the mountains. Excuse me. I'm very sorry about. Oh, and I had someone. Oh, Ancient Scroll. So I had the Swordsman pop Ancient Scroll and put the Warlock down. I'm gonna have the Elf put the shaman down for his tiny hut. I'm going to burn that card now because I typically will forget if I don't play it while I'm writing the move. So he's going to do that. He's going to burn that card, and then I think he's going to book it straight to this wood sprite. So Deep Woods 2 on the first day for our elf. Extra hide phase, 4 moves to Deep Woods 2. Deep Woods 12. Okay, there you go. The Berzerker. What is the Berzerker going to do? So for natives, he would like the Rogues or the Lancers. He would really love to see a whatchamacall pop up, a campfire. But I think I don't know what he's going to do. If I'm going to be honest, do we hire? I say we hire. I say the Berzerker is going to hire some dudes. So I say the Berzerker raids. And then we'll hire 3 times. Done. And then the White Knight, he's going to just trade to get his Morning Star. And that's I think, the easiest gig. So there we are. There's our 4 moves for the day. Let's get a monster roll up. Oh, I need dice. Darn it. Okay. Okay, so let's do it. Let's get a monster roll, and let's get this first week on the books. 5 spiders. That's good for who? Nobody. No one has spiders. We want dragons, the Berzerker said. So there you go. Oh, and I don't even have chits. God dang it. Okay. So here's the deal. You're going to have to bear with me because I've not done the 4-man in forever. So I'll bet this is going to be a little bit of a rough haul. I think the Swordsman will just go last. And instead, let's get an order here, random. White Knight is first. So let's do our trades. Remember, we can subtract 1 from these because we're honorable. The Morning Star is 8, so we're looking for a price times 2. So 4, 3, 2, or 1 will do it for the White Knight. 4. Done, because that becomes a 3. And that becomes price times 2. So for 16 bucks, he's going to trade this in for 10. That costs him 6. He has 4 bucks left. Let's go put this in the order stack here. Morning Star goes, we will put this stuff back. I think the crossbow's on. I don't really care, but sure. Put that on top. And bam. And we are done. Now, mind you, we can look at the rest of the stuff, which we will. He might as well. Maybe the Sacred Grail's in there or some craziness. Withered Claw and the Book of Lore. Okay, none of that's interesting to our guy. So, he is done. Number 2 is the Elf. The Elf is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 immediately. Let's see if the Elf is hit. And the reason I'm going for that wood sprite is she is a source of gold magic. Oh, we do need to cast at the end of the day. Ooh, Smoke and Hoard. All dragons all day. Holy crap. Okay, that's not terrible. The elf can flee from all that crap, so he's not super worried. The Berzerker knows where to get his dragons there, I'll tell you that. And he's going to hide and hire 3 times. So let's roll to see if he is hidden. 6. No 6, so he is hidden. And now let's roll to see if he can hire. 3 times. Oh, that's a no deal. That's 1. That is a no deal 2. Son of a bitch. Come on. 5. Price times 4. Ugh. Okay. I think we'll take it. 6. So we get rogue 7 today. And the reason I hire is the barbarian. You might go, well, why are you even doing that? Like, this this guy's sort of weak compared to the Berzerker, and mostly it comes down to there's a lot of times I'm going to want this readied so I can play these tremendous fights, and there's a lot of times I want nothing on my sheet. So he's there as bait, pretty much. And I wish I'd have got a couple more, because a couple more guys, that means you can do bigger fights with bait. And the Swordsman is next, and the Swordsman did not even hide. What he did was he quest phase to get the lost pouch. I'm going to burn the pouch. Oh, and by the way, darn it, I do need to play Tiny Hut for the White Knight and place a visitor in the woods. So give me that. Let me do that. I'm going to place the, I don't know, who? Scholar in the woods. So let me do that while I'm still remembering. I usually place them beside to indicate they live there, as opposed to our some quest destination. So there you go. So I need cards. I'm going to draw the cards now for him. I put them face down. Him. And the white will burn the gold magic source, actually. So he's going to rev up 2 cards. Oh, and I never rolled. Oh, and he has. Oh my. Okay, right. And we're fighting at the end. So that is also something to pay attention to. We are fighting at the end of the day. Because challenge. I almost forgot. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's good. Good. Let's see how that goes. End of the day today. Nonetheless, we are on the Swordsman. So the Swordsman is going to open that pouch. So let's see how much money the Swordsman gets opening the pouch. He gets 11. Wow, that's already good cash. Let's get a 6. Let's just 16 bucks. The Swordsman starts with 26 bucks. Now I'm going to trade for the horse. And I think I'm going to trade for... Do any of these horses matter more than the others? Maybe a heavy? Not tremendous. I don't need tremendous, but man, and do I even need heavy? How many treasures actually are there that are heavy? Let's just take this. Let's bid on this horse. I roll 1 die. I am friendly. It's 9 bucks. I could really use a price times 2. I have 3 shots at this. Opportunity. Oh, holy what? You know what? I'm taking the price times 2. I always do that extra rule. So minus 18. That leaves me with 8 bucks. So, you know what? And then what do they have? I will look at what they have also. Elusive Cloak and Lost Keys. Strangely enough, the keys might be interesting, but I think I'm good. So that's it. That's the day. No one shows up because it's a roll of 5, and we don't have any campfires up yet. I have no fights except for the White Knight here. Has to face his challenger. The wanton crossbow guy. So we're going to play this, and there really is no point to playing anything but this, right? Because this guy is either going to hit us or not. We either kill him this round or next round, because we're going to flip this if we miss. So he gets 1 or 2 shots at us, though. And so let's see what happens. 6. So he's going to go all the way down here. And ideally, we don't want him to flip over. If he doesn't flip over... Oh, he frickin' flips over. Of course he does. So he flips over. He's going to hit us now. That sucks. Because before, he wasn't going to hit us. So now he hits us. So let's now see what the missile table says. And what I'm looking for is... He does heavy damage right now. I'm looking for... pretty much a 4, 5, or 6 so that he reduces damage and doesn't damage my damn army. That's not good. -1 level, so he does medium damage. So he will actually wound us with that shot. So he's going to hit us, and he's going to wound us. And we wound this H. I'm going to wound the fight H6. That flips. I will play the fight H5. Now here's the sucky part. He gets another shot off because he's a time 1 right now. But we are going to hit him. Let's see where he ends up. 6. So he goes back down there. Ducks again. But this time we're going to swing the mace. Let's see. Does he flip? Can we get him to miss us? No, he doesn't flip. So he's going to get another shot off at us before we kill him. So 2 dice. We're hoping for higher numbers. That's -2 levels. So that is light damage. And we're not going to take anything off of that. And then we hit him with a time 3 and kill him. So the challenge gives you his notoriety value +5. So that's 9. His gold value +5. So that is 7. So we end up with 11 gold at the end of the day. He gets 1 point. So 1 challenge. So he scored challenge. And I am not going to keep live. I'm going to do, let's do scores in, I don't know. Maybe I should increase the sizes and then count their scores as they go. And I'll think about that. Anyway, he's got 1 card point for now. At the end of the week, for sure, we'll keep score. And we put him in the debt pool. So he is done, and that is that. So that's the end of our day, day 1. White Knight scores, get some stuff. The Swordsman does, could have scored gold, but doesn't. Instead, he takes a horse. So now he's going to be moving across the land with quite a little bit of alacrity here. So let's see what day 2 holds. Let's draw these cards first. We get big game for the Swordsman. What are we going to kill? I think we're going to kill medium, right? That's easy, right? Big game, medium for the Swordsman. So he needs to kill a medium creature and return to a dwelling. Honestly, he's got medium creatures right there. So I think he's going to go straight for the ghosts here. And at the end of the day, I'm going to turn in, locate the vault, and because the vault sort of useless to me, and the scroll. So I get survivor, get loot. Three wounds. Survive 3 wounded chits and return to a dwelling to tell the story, and then consult demon. So find a demon. Well, that's sort of a wacky set of cards. The elf gets arsonist. Okay, the Berzerker did not turn anything in yet. And the White Knight has 2 of these things. Gift exchange and take cover. Well, I like both of those for him. Oh, and he finished the challenge. Holy crap. So he literally burned all 3 of his cards. So gift exchange, take cover, and troll slayer. Okay, I'll take all those. So gift, exchange, take cover. Great for the knight, and troll slayer. I mean, great for any character, frankly. And there you go. We're set up for day 2. So let's write day 2. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to get to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're trying to get to the ghosts. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to... I don't think we need to be too nutty here. We got dragons. I'd rather not face dragons. I think 1 hide, and then we just get to here as the swordsman. 1, 2, 3, 4 with his extra move. So we're going to hide once, extra move, move, and move to Deep Woods 2. And his goal is to take Now, if I was being more of a jerk. Oh, and we need to cast. I'm sorry, the elf needs to cast. So we're going to cast Peace with Nature. Done. And so now we are pieced. So 1, 2, 3. So we do an extra hide move. Oops, wrong guy. Sorry. We do an extra hide and move, move, and move to the sprite. And then we're going to do one search. Keep in mind, the elf does not pop the dragons. He'll pop the Hoard, but he will not pop the flying dragons that come from Smoke M. So cool. If he has gold magic, but he will know because he'll roll the die, and then during the day he can play gold. Doesn't even matter. He doesn't even need to play gold. By the end of the day, he will be in a source of gold magic right here. Excellent. Okay, done. That's the elf. Oh, the Berzerker. So we got one guy. We got one guy. But the Hoard is there. I would love to get one more guy. And the reason I would love to get one more guy is, darn it. I hate wasting a day at this rate. So I think the question is for the Berzerker, do you run? Because even first day, you're going to probably stop at the Pine Woods, right? You're probably not going to not be hidden and come up here. You don't want to not be hidden. Now, mind you, here's the thing. The funny thing is, if he had two rogues, I might run not hidden because the worst that can happen is Smoke M, which is two flyers. And these guys on their crappy sides can dodge flyers because they have a time 4 move time. So he could go and then fight the flyer. Now, don't get me wrong, that's still dicey because he cannot auto hit any of the flyers. So I think what we're going to do, I think we are going to, but I would love to get to the Hoard, I suppose is my point. So I think I'm going to hide and get to Pine Woods for the Berserk. Hide, 3 moves to the Pine Woods. And the funny part is, just the way these games go, strangely enough, my guess is this is a monumentous decision. Like, it doesn't seem like it, right? We're literally talking about one day. Did you waste a day in the end trying to get a second rogue, or did you not waste a day? And the answer is, I'll bet you it comes down to the last day. Or I bet that second rogue, the lack of that second rogue kills him. One or the other. I'm gonna put that bet right now. I'm feeling cocky after I called the double ones on the Doom Sorcerer test run. On the Power of the Pit. So the White Knight scored. So he scored. That is good. So the only problem with this chapel is that you are sort of stuck trying to find what the hell's here. You're trying to find this Ruins 1-5. I always thought Ruins 1-5 is one of the most important secret paths in the game. I think Borderlands 5-4 is also important, but not, Borderlands 5-4 is important. Obviously, the Cliff one is important. There's 2 or 3 ones that really matter. Like this one, I don't care as much. Obviously, the ones that sort of block off sections of the map, like this one, 3-2 caves. But 1-5 always comes up. You always are, somehow this is always in some important spot, and you're either going in here and wasting a whole day in the dark, in the cave. So you're literally burning 4 phases. Right? Because here you lose 2 phases, and here you lose 2 phases. And that's if you don't hide. It's up to 6 phases if you're going to hide. So I think our knight is going to hide 2 times and move to 5. So let's hide twice and then move to Ruins 5. And let's see what happens. Maybe a troll can pop up in there and we can get... we can try to collect that also. So let's get it done. And I think that's it, right? That's my group. So day 2, let's roll. We're looking for a 4 for the White Knight, 1 for the... Nope, just 5. More spiders. And I think the Swordsman will go first. So he's going to hide. And he does. And then he moves into here. So the Swordsman is here on 2. The elf still has to go. And we don't draw any dragons or anything, so we are done. So the Swordsman's done. It's the elf's turn. The elf's going to hide and, of course, move up around here. So let's check that hide. No, he blows it. So nothing's going to show. So there you go. And now he needs a 1, 2, or 3. Up here, 1, 2, or 3 to find. And that doesn't happen. So done. The elf is done. The Berzerker is next. Berzerker's going to end up there, and he's going to hide. Oops, we just drew a minor. Let's move that out of the way. Do we hide? We do. And so we are hidden there. And then finally, the White Knight, who is hiding 2 times. And this one matters because we don't know what's in there. And he does hide and gets to Ruins 5. Let's see what's here. Bones, so a possible troll, and Flutter 2. Ugh. Flutter in caves. Holy crap. So he draws the flippin' dragons. Oh! All right, that's cool. The Berzerker's not super thrilled with that. Neither is the White Knight. Not that he can't kill him, just that it's not a troll. So, okay, we're good to go here, and it's ready for day 3. So let's get day 3 done. Let's start with the Knight, just because. The Knight will hide and then search 3 times, trying to get this thing done. And the Knight gets an extra rest every day. So I'm going to retcon that I did it, and here we go. And let's start putting it. So does the Berzerker, by the way. So the Berzerker also gets an extra rest every day. So we should at least start paying attention to it. I think the Berzerker hides and goes 1, 2, 3 to Deepwoods 5. Done. The elf, extra hide. I mean, he's got to search. He's going to do it, so he searches. And now the Swordsman is going to hide, what, twice? Let's see. This is not a done deal for the Swordsman, this fight. Not a done deal. We can hide 2 times. We'll hide 3 times, and then we will move into the ghosts. Done. So that's it. That's our day. And written, at least. It's day 3. Let's get a monster roll. Bats. Ugh, yikes. Okay. Not cool. Not cool. That's going to draw bats to the White Knight's clearing. So that's sort of, not clearing, but the tile. So that sucks for him. Let's get an order of play here. White Knight is first. So the White Knight hides. He does. And it doesn't matter this particular turn, so he's hidden. Doesn't matter this particular turn. We need to roll a 3, 2, or 1, though, to peer. Done. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I've played games where that took days to find. So he finds the path here, and that's it. But we get a bat. And that makes life a lot harder because he can kill these dragons. Like, one dragon is an auto kill for the knight. Two dragons obviously isn't an auto kill, but it's non-trivial for sure. It's not hard, I should say. It's not non-trivial. It's not difficult. But then the bat comes, and the bat is wounding you every round. And it becomes a little bit of a slog. So we have to figure out sort of what the next step is. Now we have take cover, so that's a bonus. So if we fail and we get jumped by one of these creatures, we can just pop the take cover and be done. So good to know. Anyway, so he is done. Berzerker is next. The Berzerker hides and wanders up into here. So let's see if he's hidden. He is. Does anything appear? No, because it's bats, and we don't get any bats. So we're done. The elf is going to hide with his extra hide. He fails. Doesn't matter. Searches 4 times. So 3, 2, or 1. That's 1 fail. Shoot, of success. Done. All right. So the elf gets a sprite, and he scores wood sprite. So that is a point for the elf. The elf now has a choice, and this is actually a big choice because the elf could let the sprite go free. If you let the sprite go free, she will give you a gold spell and allow you to turn chits potentially, which he would not in this case. Or she gives you a gold magic chit. Not terrible. But if you keep her, she is effectively a sparrow in the sense that she dodges. She cannot fight for you. She can't attack, but she can take someone off your sheet with that, right? So that's pretty powerful because that's one guy off the elf sheet. And she's a source of gold magic, meaning this is always active. I think I'm good. I think I'm going to keep her. And yeah, that because the problem is with the spell. So with this layout of characters, 1 spell is worth 2 points. No one else is going to get spells. The White Knight is not going to learn a spell. The Swordsman is likely not going to learn a spell. Berzerker's not going to learn a spell. The elf learns a spell, and that's 2 points in the spell category because no one else can compete with him really there. I think I'm just going to keep the sprite, though, because that makes everything that the elf does so much easier. So we score a point for the card, and we are done. And now the swordsman is going to hide 3 times, and he does, and he wanders into there. So that is the fight, and we are hidden. So the swordsman is hit. So we are going to play a chit here. We'll play this chit to flip that. And then it doesn't really matter what we play at this. Well, it does, actually, right? We want to play an L3 to attack, and we're going to attack that guy. Now, if you miss, this all goes awry. So let's hope he lines up, and he does. Perfect. Perfect. Because remember, we're still hidden. No one's on our sheet. He does flip, but that's not going to matter because we intercept him and do medium damage and kill him. And now this guy is on our sheet. This is flipped over. Now we have to at least play a move, and at least for the first round of combat, we're going to play this move. We're going to play our fast move L2. I don't want to get hit even if he flips over. And this L4 will ensure that if he does line up with me here, that I will hit first. So we're not in danger of dying. We might be wounded, but we're not in danger of dying. So let's see what happens. Give me a 1 or a 4. 2. So not ideal. He goes down to the bottom. And what I'm hoping is that he does not flip. He does flip. So that really sucks. Only because A, I miss. He misses. I miss. I fatigue 1 move. I'm going to fatigue right there. But my thing flips over, but I still can't hit him. So I fatigue a move. So this is round 3. Let's get a 1 or a 4, guys. No, that's a 5. So he goes down 1. And let's flip this bad boy. Let's flip him back over. No, he does not flip over. So he misses. I miss. I fatigue again. This is very tiring, this ghost. Okay. That's fine. This is all perfectly fine. 1 or a 4, guys. 1 or a 4. 4. Good. He's going to line up. He's actually going to hit me, though, which sort of sucks. Unless he flips. He does not flip. So he is first, because he played the faster attack. And he will hit me. And I am light. Oh, my. Okay, so I am light, and that's going to do... That's going to do a serious wound, which sort of sucks. Because I am light. I should have anticipated that, right? I was thinking, oh, yeah, it'll be fine. Oh, you know what I should... Okay. Well, that doesn't work if he flips over, so I'm good. Let me take the wound, and I'll fix that. That was a bad call on my part, but that's not a big deal. I mean, it's a bigger deal now that I just rolled that, but it's not a big deal. Honest. So I'm going to fatigue again, and now I have to wound a bunch of chits. So I'm going to wound 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to wound 4, 5, 6. So that was a misplay on my part. What should I have done? I don't know. Theoretically, I should have played... Theoretically, what I should have done was play the workhorse on this side as my move. That way, if he flipped heavy, I would have, and played a 3 attack. Because that way, if he flips, I kill him before he gets to me, and if he doesn't flip, he does no damage, because all the damage when he hits goes to the horse, and he can't kill the horse with light damage. So, that is good to know. That is a lesson learned for me. I feel like a dummy. Nonetheless, I get 6 prowess. And that really should be my play. Anytime anyone's doing medium or light damage, like the wolves, in theory, I am immune to wolves. Just by playing that. Okay, good to know. In the meantime, we will need to rest up a day or two. So I do get big game. So I did kill ghosts. So good to know. I need to return to a dwelling to turn it in. So day 4, let's figure out what we're going to do. I'm going to rest here. This would be a fine place to rest, but I think what I'm going to do instead is go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then rest here. I do not want to deal with the patrol in this wounded state, so I am going to go just 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So I'm going to move to Bad Valley 2. So we're going to do extra move, 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 and move to VB2. And then I'm going to rest. Done. So that's the swordsman. He will start getting himself back to fighting shape. That battle would have been totally way better had I just thought about what I was doing a little bit and didn't play it like I did not own a horse. So my fault. I apologize for that. So I'm going to move to 6. So we're going to extra hide. We're going to move to the Hoard. Search 3 times. See if we can't find the Hoard while we're here. I think the Barbarian, I think he hides also, moves and moves to the Hoard, and he's going to search 1. So he is done. And I think the White Knight, I do not love where I'm at. And I don't want to waste a ton of time here either. I would love to find a treasure to give back to the Order for gift exchange. That would be a great thing. I do not want to waste this, I don't want to waste a ton of days. I do have Troll Slayer, and trolls could show up here, so I wouldn't mind that. But this whole place is a little bit of a hose job otherwise. So what I'm wondering is, I think I'm going to move to 1. I'm going to hide 3 times, and I'm going to move to 1. Just to make sure that I am good to go. And I want to get in here tomorrow. Check it out. See what the risk is. But I'll spend the day. Maybe I pop a troll today. And done. So I think we're good for day 4. So let's... the Swordsman will just go first. We need a monster roll, of course. But the Swordsman's going to end up in a valley. He doesn't really care. 3. So goblins. This could be crappy for 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to rest. So what I'm going to do when I rest is I'm going to pull back my move. There. Done. And the patrol would have shown up in the end. So that was a good pull up short for him. The White Knight hides 3 times. And he does. And that was sort of a waste of a day for him now because nothing shows. I wouldn't have minded drawing either the bats or the dragons to this clearing, frankly, because I might have taken them on just to thin the herd. That's done. The elf is going to move in here with a hide phase under his belt, and he is hidden. And then he's going to search, 3 times. So first search, he's looking for a 1 or a 4. That looks like a 6. So that's once. 3 times he has. Second fail. Come on. You got this. Bam. So he finds it on the 3rd one. So he does have the Hoard now unlocked. He needs to find the lair. But what I'm trying to do is get something to do that merchant task. And then the Berzerker is going to move in. Bam. Moves in twice. He's got a hide under there, but he doesn't. He has 1 search. And he does not... Oh, sudden insight. Screw it. He's going to find him. So he finds the Hoard also. Done. Using the sudden insight. And now he has locate the shrine. So I think we have a little bit of a loot race here between our 2 characters. Swordsman is first. Let's rest. And then I'm going to move to the end. If the patrol shows up at the inn, they are my enemy. They They are most certainly going to fight me. But they're horses, but I can run because I still have this move 2 up, and I will rest some of these moves here to be ready to run. So I will rest 3 times and do that. The elf is going to hide, of course. He's going to search 4 times and try to drag some cash. I think he's going to do the same thing. He only has 3 searches. The white knight is going to do what I said. He's going to move, and he's going to move into the borderland for now and see what's in there. And so he is done. And so for day 5, let's get a monster roll. An important monster roll. 5, more spiders. So nothing there, doesn't seem. I think we're just going to let him do this. Bam, he pops in. He has rested 3 times. So we're going to pull these 2 move chits back for sure. And then probably an asterisk-less fight. And those are 3 rests. Now, having said that, he gets to turn in 2 quests. So, I'm not a total dummy. I'm not a total dummy. I mean, a little bit. I'm not a total dummy. So, big game is first. Kill a creature of appropriate size and a phase in any dwelling. You roll 1d6. You can get a piece of armor. 6. So he's going to get a breastplate. And he can choose the weight of the breastplate, light or medium. I'm going to choose light. So I'm going to get a breastplate, and that breastplate is going to be light. What the heck do you mean, light? I'm like, yep, light, sir, light. Copy, paste. We're going to shrink that down. So what that means is, it's a light breastplate. It acts like a medium breastplate or whatever, right? Except that any damage is going to damage it, and medium damage or heavier will destroy it. So it's, you know what? You get a hit. You get a one-hit wonder here. So, and I'm okay with that. So first off, big game. And now he also gets Survivor. Survivor. So he scores 2 cards today. In Survivor, you get a tough chit. And a tough chit is just a chit that can be fatigued and wounded. It is not anything else. So what I typically do is I typically grab this guy and I put it in his chit pile. So it's literally, it's an asterisk. It's a 1 asterisk chit. It can be wounded. It can be fatigued. But we've scored 2 card points. And that is pretty damn cool. Now, ideally, I did not want to get jammed as bad as I did. So I really probably should have still played the horse if I'm, but it does work out. I was thinking, well, if I could get sort of wounded, the problem with the swordsman is he's light. There's not a lot of wounding going on for the swordsman. He's usually just killed outright. We do play with serious wounds. Serious wounds has you double the number of chits. We play with wimpy serious wounds, right? So, and I get it. Terrible at the game. I get it. So the swordsman went first. He did all his crap. Now these guys are going to go. Nothing's going to appear here. So we're going to roll this die. So the elf is hidden. And he's going to drag 4 treasures out of the hoard, he hopes. So this is the first one. Is a 3. So he gets the 3rd treasure out of the hoard. The 3rd guy in the pile. Eye of the Moon. Oh, geez, and it's medium. Womp womp. Can't carry it. I mean, he can carry it. That is not true. Except it's a terrible idea for him to carry this. It is a bad, bad, bad idea. I'm going to abandon it in the clearing. Because if he carries it, I can't run from stuff anymore. Now, maybe that's okay. Maybe he should keep it and then just get out of Dodge and try to get back to here to sell it. Ugh. I don't love it. You know what? I do love it. I'm going to keep that treasure, and I'll tell you why. These guys are off the board. The only thing that can show up is, well, this guy. Ooh, no. You know what? You know what? Wow. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to hold on to this for a moment. That's the first loot, by the way, and that caused that much consternation. So think about that. So that's 1 of 4. 2 of 4 is the 4th treasure in the box here. Golden armband. Perfect. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's light. Bam. That's 2. 2 of 4. 3rd. 6. Ugh. Oh, we still got, still good. Alchemist mixture. Actually sort of useful for the elf, strangely enough. Like that is not the worst. This is his last roll. Berzerker getting a little antsy there that all his treasures are going to be gone. 6. He gets the 6th card in the pile. Dragon Essence. Summons monsters. Summons same monsters as Smoke Chit in any clearing. Okay, so we have a purple source and a Smoke Chit and a great treasure. I have peace with nature. The elf doesn't actually care about that at all. We are done. Berzerker is hiding. And he does. So he's there. He's going to draw 3 times out of the Hoard. He hopes, because currently the elf has drawn everything out. So he gets the 3rd card in the pile. And Berzerker gets the Eye of the Idol. It's money. Done. That's 1. 2nd draw from the Hoard. Ooh, that looks good. 2. Nice. Sweet. The Imperial Tabard. All right. That's a lot of cash coming out of this Hoard here. The 3rd draw, a little dicey. I don't know if we're going to get anything out of this 3rd draw. If we roll a 4, we get nothing, and we are done. And then the Knight finally gets to go here. So the Knight is going to hide and go here, I believe. And he fails it. Not good. Serpents and the Shrine in 4. Interesting. That's nothing. So it's really only a 2 actually brings anything here. Ideally, of course. Well, I mean, okay, so be it. It's interesting. It's interesting. So we get Snake Charmer and Woods for the Swordsman. Snake Charmer and find small campfire. Interesting. So, okay. What else do we got? Could the elf roll on Arsonist? Lancers, Woodfolk, Bashkars. Because, I mean, it could just be the inn. It could be the guard. Like, those are easy to get to. He has a decent chance of them being easy to get to. Because he could take the nefarious plot where he goes and tells them, or burns their place down for $10 or whatever. I think the elf is going to. The elf is going to investigate. So we do roll a dwelling. 3. So it is the house. So he got a nefarious plot in house. So he can choose to carry. He's hired. He can choose to carry out the plot, or he can not carry out the plot. I think we. So now we have a little bit of a plan for the elf. What day is it? It is day 6. So we're getting on day 6 here. Getting on day 6. So what are we going to do here on day 6? That is a great question for our guy here. So we do still need to rest. That is absolutely the case. We do still need to rest. So, and we don't want the we obviously don't want the patrol to show up. That's clunky for sure. But we can run from them. So I think what we are going to do is we are going to take one more day here for sure. We're going to rest all 4 days. Take a big rest, and then figure out our going forward here. The elf. So we're still at a disadvantage here with our stuff. I mean, this is always active, sort of, at this point, right? I'll wear the golden armbands for now. I say we go 1-2 into the awful valley. So that's what the elf's going to do. The elf is going to move to the awful valley. Extra high doesn't, of course. Then I am going to spell X and spell. I'm going to enchant with my gold magic source, my sprite. I can just pop the magic and I can turn that thing to gray, so I can cast Veil Walker the next day and go to the house. It's going to be day 6. So the Berzerker, how many treasures do we have? Like 3 treasures. I think I hide and search 3 times for the Berzerker, and the reason is I still want a dragon to show up. I still got to kill dragons. Now, does the knight care about searching here or not? I would love to get a treasure. I would love to drag a treasure out of something for... So I think what we are going to do is we are going to search twice, understanding that we have take cover. Because I would love to score that gift exchange point and go back and grab the gift exchange. So that's it. I'm not sure what I just did. I just closed that. Did I ruin anything? No. Okay. Oh, I ruined this. Son of a bitch. Well, that is super darn annoying, by the way. Okay. Yes, let's rewind time 41 seconds. That's a nice feature for sure. Have we written our day 6 for everybody? 1, 2, 3, and 4-ish. No, we're going to search, knowing we have to take cover. Done. So now on day 6, we get a monster roll. Let's get a monster roll for day 6. It is bats. Womp womp. Okay. And we'll let the swordsman go first just because he's going to rest 4 times. So what do I want? Let's do 1, 2, 3, because I can fatigue, right? Right? Is that how we do that? We make change? Yeah. And 4. So we're getting there. That's his day. Let's get the rest of these days done. Elf is next. So the elf is going to 1, 2. He's got an extra hide, so he rolls it, but it's sort of pointless. He fails. And now he is going to cast, well, not cast, but he's going to spell X and spell. He's going to use, he can pair the chits, but he's going to use his gold magic from the wood sprite and this chit here, which he doesn't have to fatigue. He only fatigues the color. And he's going to flip this to gray. Done. That night he will cast. The Berzerker hides once, doesn't, draws 3 times. We're looking for 3 2s or 1s. Come on, we got this. That's a fail. Stop it. Not good. That's 1, 2. Come on, give me 1 more. 1 more treasure. 1 more treasure. 3. Nothing. Berzerker is done, and nothing appears. The White Knight is going to search 2 times, so he's looking for a 4 or a 1. Let's get that on the first roll. No, that's a fail. Second roll? Also a fail. Done. So we found nothing. That is not cool. So last day of the week. So I'm going to look, let me look real quick here at the, let's look real quick at the Swordsman's prospects. Snake Charmer, I do not see any snakes. I mean, in the Borderlands, I see snakes, which he can get to. No one's checked here either. And he can certainly do that. I can run from everything at the moment. With the, but not the statue or the pool. So the statue is the only thing which you'd pop that, and that would be the danger right there. I say we go 1, 2, 3, 4. I say we do it. I say we move up into the crag. 2 die rolls. Yeah, okay. I'm going to rest and then move into the crag, hoping I can run from everything there, and I am done. There's white magic in every clearing and black magic also. The previous night we're going to cast, by the way. I'm going to cast Veil Walker, so I will fatigue that. And so what that means is the first move of the day, I'm going to take a hide, but I can move to the howl. So let's look at Arsonist. The option we took was Nefarious Plot. You've been hired to do the job at the house. Roll a random dwelling, which we did. We can perform the arson or warn them of the plot. What we're going to do is we're going to warn them of the plot. And we're going to get 1 VP and a level of friendliness with the guys in there. So that is going to take us that the soldiers are going to be friendly. So the soldiers are going to be friendly. So we're going to move, and then I think we do um we'll do a quest phase. We'll make it a quest phase to warn them of the plot. I'll write that in. And then at that point, I think I would do a trade phase to sell this crap. So done. And we got one more phase left to go. What else would we do here? What else would you do? Let's do another trade phase just in case. I mean, you know, they might have something you want. Done. So the elf is good to go. Do we spend... I'm going to hide one more day. Search, search, search. And the reason is because I'm still rolling 2 dice every 7th day from the solo. I decided to keep doing that. I'm going to search twice also for the knight. And on day 7, we have magic in every clearing. I have 2 dice. The ghosts will come back today, so they do. We get 4 and a 3. So we got 4 and a 3. The ghosts come back. And we are ready to go. The swordsman, sure, he's going to rest once. So that's going to bring this chit back, and then he moves up into the crowd. Boom, boom, boom there. We get stink and slither. What the heck are the rolls? Oh, we might have got gianted. Stink M looks gianty to me. Yep. So a giant is there. Roar. He roars. He thruds and bumbles, and we're going to run right out of there. So that's not an issue. But that's what's in there. And he is done with his day. What about the rest of the folks? So the elf is first. So the elf moves into here. He performs a quest phase. So he's going to score arson. The soldiers are friendly with him. And now he's going to trade 2 times. And what he's going to do is he's going to sell, I just think that guy. I think he sells the Eye of the Moon. So Eye of the Moon to the soldiers in the house is $13 because they're his buddies now. Oh, okay. I cannot. I do wish there was a better way to manhandle some of that, but that's fine. So he's going to sell that, and then he's going to look at what they have, because I still need to do this merchant thing. Scroll of Nature and Penetrating Grease. I love the Penetrating Grease, by the way. And I don't mind that Scroll of Nature. I would totally try to learn that shit. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go for the Grease, because it's only ×4. So we did get how much money? We got $13. So we have $10 to start. We got $13 from the Eye of the Moon. We are friendly with these guys. Let's roll a price Let's see what they're going to charge us for this penetrating piece. 3. Price times 2. They're going to charge us 8. So we will buy it as part of our merchant. So we got the grease at a price of 8 gold. So that means if we sell it, we're going to get 16 gold. That's what we're going to sell it for. We're going to sell it for 16. But we need to find a place to sell it at. So done. And he did score arson, which we already counted. So the elf has 2 cards at the end of the week also. So pretty cool. The White Knight searches 2 times. Come on, give me a 4 or a 1. I would love to see... Oh my god, those dice flew apart. That's 1 roll. That was the roll. No, but he does locate 4 or 5 borderlands. So at least it's something. And nothing appears, and he is done. So unfortunately, the Knights had a terrible sort of early finding, right? He's sort of stuck. He's done. The Berzerker is a little annoyed because dragons didn't pop on one of these 2 dice. He will hide once, loot 3 times. He does. So let's get these 3 loots in. I don't think he's... that's 1. That's a fail. Come on, give me a 3 or a 1. 3. No, 2. Fail. Come on, we got this. You got this. 2. He gets the second card in the deck. Nice. So he gets 1 out of there. The Amulet. Ugh. Well, it eats a curse. And we are done. The Swordsman will run out of the clearing at the end of the day. He can play almost anything for that. That's not going to fatigue him. He is good. That's the end of week 1. And now we should really take a look at the scores for real. So, if we look at prowess, the Knight has 9. And the Swordsman has 6. So the Knight has 2 points of prowess. The Swordsman has 1 point of prowess. If we look at gold, the Knight has 11. The Elf has 15. So the Elf's getting 2 points for gold. The White Knight is getting 1. For great treasures, the Elf has 1, and I think the Berzerker has 1, right? Yeah, the Elf has 1, Berzerker has 1. Both of them are going to share 1.5 points. They get 1.5 points each, so they're sharing 3 points. So 1.5 for the Berzerker, 1.5 for the Elf. So let's get the points and then let's tally the actual scores here. So those are the scores. The Swordsman has 3. The Elf has a whopping 5.5. Now, these are all subject to change, of course. The Berzerker has 1.5, a little bit crappier for him. And the White Knight has 4. $sign. No, 4. So that's where we're at the... That's where we're at the end of week 1. Oh, by the way, the Elf needs a card because he turned in Arsonist. He has treasure cache and a lost castle. So cash in the castle. So I think the Elf has done a pretty good job. The Swordsman I'm pretty impressed with, too. That taking that wound, I'm not going to say was genius. I'm not going to say, you can say. But I'm not going to say it. But it worked out very well for him, right? So he scores 2 points there. His prowess just happens to be... Everybody's low right now because there really haven't been that many fights. I feel bad for the Knight. The Knight's sort of in the searching, holding pattern, right? which sucks. It's one of those things that I go, it's a clunky part of the game that if you changed it to feel better, you would ruin it a little bit. So I mean, it's something I feel we just live with as Magic Realm players. The fact that yeah, you might have a string of bad luck. I mean, that's the game. The Berzerker has located the shrine, so the Berzerker does want to get down into the borderland. But man, I've spent so many days. It's much like the Berzerker. The Berzerker's stuck too. He got stuck looking for dragons. Who'd have thought that it would take this long for a one to pop up? It's one of the reasons I rolled 2 dice on day 7s also, is to allow characters to go, I want something to show up. Here's a better chance for the thing to show up. The wood sprite is off the board, so let me take the wood sprite off the board. We are going to get 3 extra cards here at the beginning for day 8. I thought that was a decent week. Again, I thought not too eventful, but the stuff that happened was reasonably impactful. I think the Swordsman. I think I might be tempted to turn dump find small campfire, just because. But he needs to figure out where to go and what to do. I think that's sort of where he's at. Consult Demon is pretty good. I could go to the shrine. Everybody could go find the shrine and descend on the shrine. If I were the elf, the funny part is, with the elf as it is, I am not. You could hire the cook as for instance, and get an extra rest phase, and I don't think he's going to need it this game. I think that stupid wood sprite is going to carry him through the game. So what does the elf need to do? The elf needs to rest up some chits. Cast Veil Walker probably again. And then find either. Do we care to find any of these guys, or do we just run back to the rogues? I actually wouldn't mind finding someone. But who are you going to find? I suppose you could go through the cliff and down to the maple woods and the oak woods and find somebody, potentially. Maybe you search for the campfires there and find either the Bashkars or the Woodfolk. And then if you do that, you do the sale there. You could sell at the inn, but that's just a long way back. I don't like that. I don't like essentially spending 1, 2, that's a day. So you're resting to cast Veil Walker again. You cast it. That's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It's 4 days back to the inn to score your merchant. You're nowhere closer to finding the lair. You're nowhere closer to finding the lost castle. So I don't love running back to the inn. If we go, I still have to cast Veil Walker to go this way. If you go this way, you can pop 2 of these woods, get your merchant done there. Maybe the lair's here. Maybe. I mean, who the hell knows? Right? There's a bunch of places it could be, unfortunately. Like, the mountain hasn't been turned, the caves and caverns and high pass. No one's touching them yet, and so on. The Berserker needs that dragon, but he also needs to locate the shrine. I could, and maybe I just need to pop that natives arrive and pull the Lancers in the chapel. That's lame. Or just pull the patrol to somewhere I don't care where they're at. Just to get rid of that card. I think you spend. Man, it's just one of those things, right? How many days do you spend looking for this dragon? And how do I get to the shrine? So the shrine's a quick trip through the cliff and then into Borderlands 1, 6, and then 4. I think maybe we go there and start trying to score a point. Another point. I hate being in the dark. I hate being in the caves. And then our darn White Knight, I still want to pull a treasure out of the shrine to go give it to the knights. That'd be nice. Does gift exchange? I think you just get. I don't think you actually get a level of friendliness or anything. I think you just get a treasure out of their pile, right? Yeah, done. All right. So that's it, guys. I mean, I think I have a vague plan for each of the characters for week 2. That was a good week. Oh, and I just see now that I've been blocking you with my scoreboard, so that's dumb. I always hate when I do that. Trust me, my plan is brilliant. And you should have turned this video off 10 minutes ago. Anyway, I'll see you next time. We'll get the next one out here soon. I don't got much to do today. So that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. A decent week. Let's get another one here in the books soon.